Okay. Hello, welcome to the Conspiracy Dinks podcast. I don't really know when this is going up, but it will be at Sunday at 10 a.m. depending on the Sunday. This is Katy, Spencer.
Hello, I'm Lulu's best friend.
Yep.
And only friend.
True. No.
Real life one, at least.
Yes, she's coming to VidCon, but...
I haven't bought my ticket yet, but I'm going to do it.
Are you sure you're going to do it?
Can we say when we're filming?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're filming like on Thanksgiving, and they have like a 10% discount. So I'm gonna buy.
You're gonna actually buy it?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna talk to my mom.
Like 100% certain or 90?
100% certain, because if mom doesn't do it, I'm gonna buy it and just be like, you can pay me back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
Ooh, that makes me so excited.
I'm so excited. I've been so excited.
Okay, you know what I remember why I was so annoyed. Okay. So I have like 500 Starbucks stars, and I was like, I should save them for VidCon because it's right near Disneyland, so they always hike the price up on Starbucks. But they expire, like, right before VidCon. Like, June 1st.
Oh, no. That's so sad.
I'm really annoyed.
Okay. I could see why you'd be annoyed.
Yeah, like, I literally have, like, 5 free drinks that I could use, but...
Not for 500 stars, you don't.
Well, like, 4.
Yeah. 4.
But that's still a lot of free drinks.
That's a lot of free drinks. Especially because we're only going to be there for, like, 5 days max.
Yeah.
I don't know. You keep adding days. She tags me on stuff on Instagram. It's like with one of like the LA museums. She's like, "We need to go here," and I'm like, "Great, but when are we gonna go there?"
Hey, last time my dad was like, "We get to go to the beach that's 2 hours away." I'm like, "Why are we going to a beach? This is dumb." It was not fun at all.
I'm sorry. I don't like beaches.
They're gonna get like an Airbnb, I think.
They are?
Yeah, that's
because they don't need to be next to us.
Yeah, but then we're not gonna like see them.
Are you? I mean, that's
I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the point. But like.
I mean, I like your family, but, like...
yeah.
I just, like...
If they're not coming to VidCon, then why do we need to see them
at
at all?
Like, we were planning on going on our own until they wanted to come.
Yeah. So. I guess, I don't know.
I'm so excited for VidCon.
Okay. I wish I hadn't shared... I created a document brainstorming things I wanted to talk about, but now I can't just ask you questions because you're prepared for them.
I'm not that prepared for anything.
Everyone has this sweatshirt.
Yeah, I know.
It's from Costco. I have it.
I thought it was this one, but then it's not.
No. This is the one that puts my patches on.
I know.
Wait. I have to show the last minute pitch patch. Can you see it?
Kind of. It's right here. Let me point at it. It's right there.
Yeah, it blends in because it's black and red.
It doesn't. There's a white background. It's pretty obvious on camera. The only thing I don't like about this is it has a hood, and I don't like hoods.
Then just don't wear the hood.
No. I committed.
Now you look like you're sick.
I am sick. Do you want me to cough on you?
Good for you. Okay. First thing that I thought of is something that I've talked a lot with Tayrona, who's one of my internet friends, is if... Well, yeah, she's not going to listen to this. But, she was like, oh, you celebrate Christmas, but you're not really Christian. Like, it's not really a religious holiday, I guess, for us.
I think I celebrate Christmas more religiously than you do.
Why? Like, you go to Christmas? Or
I go to church. I go to church on Christmas. Sometimes I get, like, depending on when it is, I will go, like, twice in that, like, span of time.
Twice? That sounds terrible.
Well, like, sometimes we go to Christmas morning. Dad usually goes. Dad goes to, like, the midnight mass, and he sings there usually, after, like, a big family Christmas dinner.
Do most people celebrate Christmas like that, or is it, because I feel like that's not really what it is anymore.
I don't think that's the main point of it for a lot of people anymore. But I think that, like, if you are...
But at a certain point, it was.
At a certain point...
Like, 5 years ago, probably.
Well, you could... I disagree.
How long ago? Like, we used to go to church all the time.
But I think that's a personal thing for your family. There's a lot of Christians who are, like, Creaster Christians. Like, Christmas and Easter. It's, like, the big church holidays. That's when you go to church. I feel like... Yeah. You know?
Us.
It's when you, like, feel bad about not going. No shade, but,
no, that's exactly what our family does.
Yeah, but I feel like it's always been fairly commercial. I think isn't it partially Coke's fault?
Coke?
Coca-Cola.
Did they have, like, some branding thing?
I feel like they had some, like, Christmas branding thing.
I've definitely heard theories about that, like, what's the snowman, or no, the reindeer. The reindeer apparently was created by some company.
Yeah, so I think that companies thought that it would be advantageous.
It's definitely a huge, like, financial day.
Yeah. So I think number one, I think if you look back in the history, it's not, like, Christmas isn't really supposed to happen in winter. Like, it's just,
That's
like, historically, weird. I think it's supposed to be, like, in June or something, but I don't know. Because, like, it's so long back, I think they just made up a date. They combined it with the winter solstice at some point. I want to say it was, like, one of those councils, like the Council of Trent or the Council of Nicaea. Did you not learn about this?
No.
Okay. This is what we learned in world history, like, and some of the councils, like the Council of Trent, they all got together and they wrote, like, a Bible, or they, like, decided what was real or not. And then Nicaea, obviously, they wrote the Nicene Creed, well, obviously, if you're, like, Christian.
Yeah.
So they, like, the popes got together and decided some stuff.
I don't know, I guess, like, last year in our English class, we were doing, like, some sort of unit that revolved around, like, knowing a bunch of religious stuff, and, like, no one knew anything, so it was kind of a terrible unit.
What unit was it?
It was, I don't know, maybe it had to do with, I don't know, I don't think it had to do, it was, like, we were talking about different, like, lenses of writing, and then there was, like, a religious one, and, like, no one understood it, because no one understood any of the religious references or anything.
My English teacher for the past few years, like, he always calls us heathens and then explains the Bible to us. He'd be like, you're heathens, so you wouldn't know about the Garden of Eden. I'm like, that's fair.
I feel like I call people heathens as a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I know, but, like, that's like saying, peasant, or, to me. Peasant.
Paysan.
Okay, this is something, I was doing a project with this girl about Google. I think I showed you the project, yes? It was, like, some sort of dumb presentation.
The start.
Yeah, the presentation. But we were, like, arguing about whether it's okay or not that Google uses our information for advertising.
What did you say?
I said it's fine. Like, because I think it's, like, it's kind of sketchy that they're using our information and they're not super clear about it and most people don't know. But, like, they've been doing it for, like, at least a decade, and they've made hundreds of billions of dollars off of it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think
that's their entire company.
I don't think they should have started doing
But then we wouldn't have Google.
I know, it's like, it's a trade-off, and I'm not sure there is a way, but honestly, like,
You're not okay with that? Like, that's the entire advertising industry.
I understand that that's the way it is, and I'm not pushing to change it, but I would prefer it if that never happened in the first place.
Why?
Well, because, like, I don't want to go on, like, Nordstrom, click on something, and then have it show up the next day in my thing. I'm never going to buy that thing.
That doesn't, but then it doesn't matter. But if it's annoying, that's not like a, like, there's lots of things that are annoying that still.
Yeah. I think it's annoying, and I think also it has the potential, like, right now, like, you could say, like, they have your advertising information, like, this is a nightmare, but, like, it doesn't do too much.
It doesn't do anything.
But I see the potential where if they know everything about you, like, there's a lot of places that could go wrong. Like, if that was hacked, if someone wanted to use that maliciously. And obviously it's kind of within their best interest to not get hacked and, like, to not let your information get out.
Like, it's Google. Them being hacked would be, I don't, like,
but did you hear about all those companies, like, on the radio the other day? I heard about Uber, and they were hacked.
Yeah, but
like, last
Uber
year.
gets hacked because Uber is, like, a 30-person company.
Okay, but they got hacked, and they didn't tell anyone for a year.
Yeah.
And so many companies are doing this, and I feel like there's not enough there's not enough repercussions for those companies right now. Like, they can just not talk about, like, they can get hacked, and, like, that's, like, whatever, that's not a good thing, but there's not always everything you can do to defend against that.
But isn't that how everything that's, like, an issue happens? Like, as it happens more and more, the laws are going to be created, and then it's not going to be so much of an unethical problem anymore.
I hope so, because I don't think that they should be allowed to not tell, like, Uber users for a whole year that their data could have been compromised.
Yeah, but I don't think that will happen as much anymore. Like, if it takes one company to do that incorrectly, that's what it's going to take to set the laws that prevent it.
I just don't see anyone, like, setting those laws. But maybe, like,
but it is.
I don't know anything.
With the fair use stuff, it took Ethan and Ela, like, going through and fighting that for a year. But now that's, like, an actual precedent that's set in stone.
Yeah.
Like, no one can really go against that.
H3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ethan and Ela. Yeah. That, they actually did win that after, like, forever and ever.
I'm glad. I sort of heard a lot about it at the front, and then I stopped watching Philip DeFranco, and then I, like, didn't care anymore.
He was, like, honestly, he gets so much stuff done. Like, the Daddy of Five channel, that was all due to him.
I don't watch him anymore, so I have no idea what you're talking
neither
about.
do I.
Yeah, he's just sort of bugging me.
No, his content got really, like, all the same.
Yeah. And I didn't care.
It's very cookie cutter, I guess.
Yeah, what was his, like, he did, like, a good thing of the day, and I did not care about that. I did not want that. I Like, I don't care about, like, this.
Like, this isn't real news. People do good things all the time.
Yeah, like,
That's
I understand the point, but I just didn't want to watch it. And I didn't like his Lovely Lady of the Day thing, which, like, no matter how
he did that a while ago.
I know, and then he stopped, and then he brought back. And I don't know, it's just, why?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, do you know about his fundraising Patreon thing he did? The whole crowdfunding thing?
Didn't he crowdfund for something even though he's super rich? Was that it?
Yeah.
What was
this
it for?
Is what bothers me. It's for his... He calls it, like, the CNN of the internet.
Oh, yeah. This, like, thing that,
which is... He's like, it's a movement. This is gonna be the new CNN. And he raised, like, $1 million, and then he didn't, like...
do anything.
I'm sure he's doing stuff with it, and they're very busy, but, like, are they really? Like, all I saw was that they hired 5 new people.
Yeah. I think it's... I definitely agree that that's where I'd prefer to get my news in the future, but then also I don't want to get it from him.
Why do you dislike him specifically? Because he kind of bugs me. Like, he seems just so...
I don't dislike him so much, but it's just, like, I kind of don't trust him. Like, I'm pretty liberal, and he's not as liberal, and I think, I just want to be fed my own propaganda.
I feel like, for some reason, he... Like, his show is okay, and then I really like watching his wife's Lindsay's vlogs with Trey, but then, like, I'll see him in her vlogs, and he still acts the same way as he does on camera, and I'm like, that's weird. You don't seem like a dad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, he still talks like that. I don't know.
There's a lot of YouTubers who are having kids.
Yeah, I know.
Did you hear about... lot. Yeah, Craig, Hank.
The McClures. Lindsay just had another kid.
Oh, yeah.
Sprinkle of Glitter's gonna have another kid.
Oh, I love Sprinkle of Glitter. She makes me so happy.
The McClures. I love
She's
that.
so, like, sweet and nice. And I love watching her haul videos. Makes me want to have a tiny baby and, like, buy a lot of clothes for them, but not actually want to have a baby.
I like her. Isn't she... How pregnant is she? Because I know...
pregnant. I think it's due in January.
The one channel I do watch, the McClures, they already have twins, and they went, like,
viral these ones with the really cute twins?
Yeah, and she's, like, 9.5 months pregnant. Like, she was supposed to have the baby, like, 2 weeks ago, and she still is.
I think, what's it called? Baby P, maybe. I hope not, because that's a bad name.
It probably starts with a P or something.
Well, her last name's Petland.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. I think Louise's baby is due sometime in, like, January.
I feel like, well, with the McClures, they did this weird thing where they announced the first letter of the kid's name, and then they're like, everyone who guesses it gets $200 or something, and if you guess the middle name, you get more money. And it was like, money? No, but like, they gave, it starts with an A, and they gave a bunch of hints, and then like, I bet a bunch of people got it, but it's a very weird, like, giveaway sort of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty bizarre. But I guess, like, they do that at, like, in offices sometimes, or, like, baby showers. It's like,
yeah, but that's, like, here's our fandom of $1 million. Everyone gets to win $300.
I don't know.
Yeah. I like them, but I don't know. They're weird. I thought of something else we could talk about, and then I forgot it.
Oh, okay.
Did you have anything you want to talk about?
No. I mean, I sent you all my ideas, like... like, if you didn't like them, didn't put them on there. Like,
I didn't see your ideas.
I want to read this so bad. This book.
It's
before, and then it's Facebook, Google, Amazon, and Apple, which that took me a long time to get.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty. But the thing that bothers me about this is, or like, I think that bothers probably everyone that reads it, and I don't know if they're actually going to address this, is that they didn't pick Microsoft as one of the companies. Oh no, I'm almost losing my space. But like,
I'm gonna read
Microsoft is like certainly like they're number 3 out of these companies. Like, they've always been.
Who do you think it's on top of?
Well, they actually showed a graph in here of, like, the top companies. Okay. I'm like, there's Microsoft right there. Why isn't it being included? It's kind of weird.
Scared.
Like, I don't know. I don't think so. In 2017, 5 largest companies: Apple, number 1, which really surprised me. Alphabet, which is Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook.
Oh, okay. Interesting. That's a very interesting graphic. You should show that to the camera.
I will, but you could also just Google it. Wait, that's going to be reversed.
It shows the 5 largest companies in 2006 versus 2017. And in 2006, there are, like GE, like, Exxon.
Yeah.
Like...
I think it shows, like, the significance.
Maybe Microsoft didn't have a good enough font to put in on the cover.
Yeah, they're just like, this isn't just going to work out. Like, sorry, Microsoft. You aren't one of the letters in 4.
I'm reserving a hold for it at the library, so I'm getting it after you.
Maybe I'll return it late on purpose. I really like how it's like not a positive
I don't know if you can see
book
that.
about these companies. It's actually rather negative, like criticizing them, which is, I think, is good for me to read because I very much like all these companies.
You like all these companies?
Well, like, I don't love them. I definitely don't like Amazon. Facebook is a problematic fave, like Jake Paul. Oh, did you see his new music video?
I've never watched a Jake Paul video.
He's a problematic fave. Don't you? Like,
Taylor Swift.
No.
She's my
Sarah's problematic fave is slime. She, like, brings it to class every day.
Her slime is so sticky. Calling you out, Sarah.
It's not good slime.
Yeah. Sorry, Sarah. I don't want to break your heart. But she's not even going to watch this. Good.
Okay, wait. Here's a statistic, unless you were there when I read this. What % of Americans go to church? American households attend church.
30.
51%.
Interesting.
But that's as of whatever the source this is in 2016. So.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not surprised about that. But I think that, like, also you have to break it down between, like, what do you count as going to church? Because, like, you can go for, like, Christmas and Easter, or you can go for, like,
that's
just, like...
less than the amount that have Amazon Prime. People who have Amazon Prime, that's 52% of American households. Which really surprised me, because I feel like no one has Amazon Prime.
I've got Amazon Prime. Do you not have Amazon Prime?
I have Amazon Prime. Yeah. But, like, I say no one has Amazon Prime, but, like, obviously
I feel like everyone at Mercer Island does, because they're like, oh, I want everything fast.
It's like having a Costco subscription. Miss Maddox got mad at the class for having Amazon Prime. Because someone's like, oh, I ordered it yesterday. And she's like, what, do you have some crazy Amazon Prime? And everyone's like, yeah, we all have Amazon Prime.
Yeah. I think it probably also makes more sense for, like, us as, like, families with kids.
Yeah,
because more than, like, Miss Maddox, because I don't know if she's single or, like, what. But, like, I don't think she has kids, right?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense for her to, like, she just doesn't have as much stuff to buy kids to keep entertained with movies.
Yeah, but we, like, end up spending a lot of money on Amazon Prime because you think, like, oh, it's cheaper, because, for whatever reason, but, like, I don't know, it's just kind of, the reason they do so well is because it's so easy for people to buy stuff. Like, you don't even have to think about it very long. It's like press Costco. One thing, and then you have it in a day.
I just found something I want to talk about.
What?
Did you hear about that Amazon Teen membership thing? Amazon Prime Teen?
No. Amazon's doing a lot, so I'm not surprised, but explain it to me, please.
What I think I remember, my mom sent me this article, what is, like, you can get a teen, like, Amazon Prime account attached to, like, your parents' account, and then it, like, combines with their credit card or something, or, like, you can buy stuff on Amazon Prime, under, like, I think it's, like, under $40, and your parents can see what you've bought, they can see, like, where it's going, and they can, like, cancel it, I think, within enough time.
I guess that makes sense for, like, college kids.
Yeah. Or, like, some, like, parents who don't.
But, like, what? You know, I don't understand what else you can do with that.
I don't remember.
Like, you're paying extra just to put a limit. Like, I
not sure if it's extra.
Link to my dad.
I think it's just like a
add-on. So,
yeah. I don't.
It just works more smoothly, I guess.
So I think it's a cool idea. Especially because, like, if your parents are the kind of people who it's like, if you text them a link, they will buy it, you know, and it's just making it a little bit easier for them.
Yeah, Amazon's really stepping it up. They just introduced Amazon Merch, which is targeted directly towards YouTube creators.
I'm actually...
Like, they paid Shane Dawson so much money to get on there, and they had they sponsored the Industry Lounge at VidCon last year, and, like, I'm sure that's expensive because you have to, like, serve 3 meals a day or something.
Amazon's my problematic fave.
Yeah, there's your problematic fave. And then...
Also, my relatives won't... Like, all my relatives live, like, across the country, and so if they're going to get me anything... Convenience. Yeah, they'll get me something from Amazon, or they'll, like,
and then Amazon's biggest competitor is, like, some company in China that I've never heard of.
Alibaba.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's a big
thing. And
the
other one is Walmart.
Do you want to know something funny about Alibaba?
What?
They can't ship to Seattle. Like
so, like, Amazon did something so they can't ship to Seattle specifically.
Yeah, there's something about it where, like, I think you can get stuff delivered to, like, the outskirts of Seattle, or there's, like, some workaround, because the stuff there is so cheap, because it's, like, I think it's a Chinese
like, we
store.
ordered something yesterday, and it showed up within 2 hours.
Yeah, that's
and
ridiculous.
It's always super weird, because, like, someone pulls in our driveway with a BMW, and we're like, what the fuck? And then it's our Amazon delivery.
I was driving a friend home, and, like, there was an Amazon, like, car parked in its... I assumed it was Amazon, because I think it had, like, a Uber and a Lyft, like, sticker on it.
Yeah. They must go
like,
through some underground service for people that, like...
Underground? No,
not underground, but, like, to pay people to do it. Like,
I knew someone who drove for Amazon for a little bit.
How do they sign up for that?
I don't know. I think they just said, like, I'm going to drive for Amazon for a little bit. I didn't, like, hear about it.
That's interesting.
It was an adult, like, not, like, a teenager.
Yeah.
I'd be a great gig. I want a gig where I can just, like, drive for a little bit and they'll pay me.
Okay. I forgot what I was going to say about Amazon, so I'm just going to read this. And tell me what you think, and then I'm going to tell you what I think, but I'm pretty sure. Just listen. Okay, this is within this book that I'm reading. Stop wiggling. The Apple logo, which graces the most coveted laptops on and mobile devices, is the global badge of wealth, education, and Western values. What do you think?
I think that's probably fairly true. I think it's harder for us to see because we live in a community of people who have, like, wealth, Western values, and education for the most part. I also think of, like, my brother, who's very introverted and is gonna, like, he better not see this because I would, like, I don't know, something bad would happen, he would not like it. Where he thinks he's so cool because he doesn't like Apple. You know? I feel like there's, like, this weird thing. Like,
well,
this
that comes from, like, the culture of everyone should have an opinion on something, like, where, like, if you have an opinion on something, you're special and you're.
But I definitely know some people who are like, I'm so cool, I'm, like, better than Apple, like, I could buy an Apple computer, but I'm not going to, you know? Like, I'm not, like
those kids that would bring their alien laptops to freshman year, like, you definitely don't need that at school.
I know a couple of people who'd bring those to school.
Yeah,
but I think it's like, just because they had that was, like, their laptop.
Yeah, but that always bothered me because I'm like, first of all, why do you have a laptop that expensive? You're, like, 13. And second of all, why are you bringing it to school? That's so much money. Like, you're holding thousands of dollars in your hand right now. And, like...
You know what I want?
What?
One of those rainbow keyboards. I think they come on alien laptops.
Yeah, those are really cool. Those are really cool.
I really like my backlit keys. Can I tell you a funny story? Which you're gonna find is funny because I was dumb in it.
What?
Basically, I have a laptop and it has backlit keys, and it's like oldish. It's not super old. It works well, but the backlight wasn't working, and I searched everywhere. I looked through the settings on my computer. I googled this problem. I'm like, do any of these, like, F keys, like,
do something?
And I'm like, okay, I guess it must just be broken, like, the bulb's burned out, like, something. It's not a big deal. Or, like, the, like, LEDs. I don't think you can burn out an LED. Like, the light's just broken. Like, let's leave it be. And then, like, several months later, like, randomly, I'm, like, doing something. I press one of these F keys, and it turns my light back on. And I was so mad because I love having backlit keys because I'm a little materialistic person. What'd you say?
Nothing.
You said Chris?
No, never mind.
Chris
yeah, I didn't know that until, like, a year or two.
And so I was so sad. But now I'm so happy because my computer's, like, it's, like, better than new now.
I guess I like that quote so much because it, like, really embodies why Apple is such a part of, like, the culture where we live specifically. Yeah. Like,
Alec
having
Moore.
What?
Alec Moore.
Oh, is he the one with those shoes that are, like, $200?
I sit next to him in physics. Oh, he's, like, he's not mean. He's just very wealthy, and he kind of knows it, and he, like, almost like, he'll talk a lot about it without being like, oh, I'm so rich, haha. He'll just be like, yeah, my mom was buying something on the Tiffany's website last night, and, like, all this stuff.
He's aware of it,
and he bought the new iPhone is.
Yeah.
How much is
the
that?
iPhone X. It's like $1,000.
He's like, oh yeah, it was an impulse purchase.
That literally,
yeah. And I'm like, So.
But I get it too, like,
but yeah,
that is kind of how it is. Like, one of my friends, I'm not gonna say who, but their mom was like, oh, I don't want to help him with college apps anymore. I just gave him the credit card and let him do it.
Yeah. No, I just spent all the money, and my mom was like, oh, I noticed you spent that money on college apps. And then she paid me back.
Yeah, no, my dad was like, what? That's a lot of money. Why are you doing this? I'm like, what?
How much are all of your apps gonna cost? Not sending the test scores, not
so
tracking
much.
forms. Mine are only $400.
It'd be like, it's
for
gonna
6
be
schools.
It's gonna be over $1,000.
Not just the application fee.
Tracking forms, yeah.
No, not
the tracking forms.
None of that other stuff.
Over $1,000 for the tracking forms.
That's a lot of schools. That's 5,000. No, 1,000.
They're $5, so like 20 schools. No, what? No,
doesn't matter.
Okay, I don't know.
For you're applying to 12 schools. For, like, you know how it's like, oh, it's like $50 for this application. How much? How How much money is that?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. My dad, I told him before I sent in all my tracking reps, I'm like, Dad, this is how much money it's going to be. He's like, I don't care. This is your one chance to get into college. Just do it. Why don't you be like, that's it. Apply more.
Have you applied anywhere yet?
Yeah, I have. And I'm like so close to completing. No, like they said, we got your application.
That's good. Like, get a portal login.
Yeah.
I'm happy UW finally acknowledged that I sent my application in. They because they're such a big school, I don't think they really send that much out.
You know what happened to Lisa?
What?
She was like, the school never sent her a response thing or whatever it was, so she like emailed them, and they're like, oh, you got in.
Which school?
Western Washington.
Oh, they gave me a response.
Yeah, they just told her. Through email.
I also got my packet like way before everyone else, so I don't know. Or not way before everyone else, but like it was like the day before everyone started posting this.
Yeah. Tessa Check goes there, I think.
Yeah. It's everyone I know who's like graduated from there really likes it. It's a good school, really? Even though it's not super.
I feel like most schools are good schools. Like,
yeah, we were talking about this.
I've never heard of anyone that goes to a school and is like, yeah, it really sucks, unless it's like, I don't know, moral stuff. Like they get, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of like the thing is there's so many great schools out there, and my physics teacher was talking about this. Like, you need a PhD to do anything in college now. So like, not anything, but like you need a PhD for most people to be a professor. You want to have a PhD.
Oh yeah.
And so there's like this trickle down. So like all of, like the big schools like Harvard want PhDs. Anyways, but like most professors now like have a PhD and have done that extra research and are like experts in their field, and so you can go anywhere and have good teachers, regardless of if like your dorms are going to be super like fancy or like your college has a ton of money. Like most schools have amazing teachers.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really shocked me about UBC was how like not great their dorms were.
I think like, that no college dorms are great.
I know, but like the one that's a single room, like literally half your bed is your thing. Half your room is your bed, and then like your drawers are under your bed, and then. I do, just because, like, I've never lived with someone else in my room, so I feel like I feel bad for the other person.
I lived like that for a week, and it was fine.
I mean...
Like, I should have a roommate when I went somewhere, you know?
I don't know. I feel like it would be bad for me.
I don't know. I feel like... So you want a single when you go to college?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I want.
Like, I'm not the type of person... Like, I feel like... Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm bad at keeping my room clean, and I'd probably be just a bad roommate. Like,
I think it's a good life skill to learn.
Yeah, because eventually you're going to have to live with roommates anyway.
Like, not necessarily, but if you get married, you have a permanent roommate.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I want a 2-person or a 3-person. Like, I feel like with 3 people...
Three people, there's, like, a vote. I feel like you could, like, settle things...
Like, by a vote?
Yeah.
But 2 people, it's just, like, we just have to agree on
No, but there's, like, a third opinion. Like, if anyone gets in a fight, there's always...
Yeah, the thing I'd worry about with 3 people is what if they're better friends with each other than with me?
Then you just feel left out.
I know, like, I don't want to feel left out.
I feel like that's the benefit of going to a really big school is there's, like... No, but, like, any school that's bigger than, like, 5,000 people, there's pretty much...
Only one of my schools is that small, but it's not.
Yeah, no, but like, how can you not find friends? Like, there's so many people there.
What if they don't like me there, Lulu? Mom?
Where you want to go?
Scripps.
For sure, did you get accepted?
No, I haven't got, I've only got accepted to Western.
I know, but like, most schools are big enough that you...
Yeah, they're...
Like, you'd have to do something crazy on the first day, and then just everyone hates you.
Scripps is 600, but then it's on a campus of, like, 1,600 or something. No, I feel more than that. Because it's, like, a consortium.
I want to go to a school where it's big enough that, like, by the end, I'll still be meeting people that I've never met before.
Yeah, I don't know. But then, like, what about if your one true best friend is, like, somewhere out there in that school, and you just know because you just haven't met them?
That's really dumb. I think that's really dumb.
I know. I don't know.
Okay, did you see the vlog about Scotty's watch?
I did. I haven't watched any David Dobrik in so long. Because, like, I don't know. I feel like I don't like his titles or his thumbnails, but then I watch the video and I'm entertained. Mm-hmm. So I just have to, like, get up the energy to watch. It's so, like...
If you don't know, Scotty Sire, who's in David Dobrik's vlog, he bought a watch that cost $50,000.
I really like that.
And they, like... We've had it for forever.
I know, I like
it. He was like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And then they were like, oh, have you seen his bank account? Or, like, some stuff like that.
What?
And it's just like, did you...
Making out?
No, have you seen his bank account? Like, they're like, oh, he's rich, basically. And, like, that is kind of the standard for YouTubers, even though they don't, like, they do act like it, but they make a lot of money, and I'm realizing it more and more all the time.
Like Zoella?
Yeah, Zoella, I'm sure makes...
Did you believe...
that calendar?
Did you believe that? Did you believe that she didn't get set that price?
I don't know.
I don't...
Like,
I don't think she would have said...
Do you think Jake Paul set his prices? No. He works with a team, and he doesn't do any work for that. But I'm sure she saw that, and, like, she confirmed, yeah, it's okay for me to sell a $50 calendar.
Yeah. It's just... I don't know. I think the problem...
It's for money.
Do you know Lex Croucher?
Yeah.
I love her so much. I love her so much with all my heart. But she made a really good video about this, and she said, like, the problem isn't that the calendar costs that much. The problem is that, like, we basically, like, feel closer to
thought
YouTube.
it was okay with it.
No, not even that.
That's what I think.
I think it's, like, YouTubers are companies. They're brands. And, like, if someone's willing to pay $50 for an advent calendar, they can sell an advent calendar for $50. Exactly. That's fine.
Like, Jake Paul sells blankets for $80. Yeah.
It's, like, it's not taking advantage of anyone if they're going to pay that money. You know, they're making that choice, ultimately. The problem is that, like, we don't see it as such, and it's in Zoella's. Like, I'm picking on Zoella. Like, I don't really have anything against her.
I agree.
Like, the problem is that people don't see her as a brand. They see her as, like, a trusted friend and, like, older sister. And so, like, you know, it just makes them more likely to, like, pay that money.
And there is a culture where, like, people are congratulated for buying this stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't think this is true, and I don't think most people think this is true, but somehow, if you buy all of someone's merch, you're a better fan. Yeah. Like, that's kind of the idea.
I think it's... Yeah, I agree that, like, it's, like, if someone has, like, 17 Tyler Oakley shirts, I'll be like, yeah, like, you're more of a Tyler Oakley fan than me. Like, you're willing to spend your money on that. Or if someone's
like, I'm a huge Tyler Oakley fan, and they've never done anything related to Tyler Oakley, I'd be like, like, really?
Like, I'm a huge Tyler Oakley fan,
but I don't think,
but I've only seen, like, 4 of his videos. I don't watch regularly. I don't own any merch. Like, I'd be like...
And I'm sure that's why Jake Paul makes so much money, is because FanJoy, their sweatshirts are all, like, $50, and I got a David Dobrik sweatshirt. They're not that great. Like, it started peeling right away. So, no, but then Big Jaw. Jake Paul's brand is all about his merch. Like, he's making a music video that's like, oh, we're the elves making merch. What's so dumb?
Okay, what's the one? Is there a line like merch link in bio? And
he says that in every single video. Yeah. Merch selling like a god church. Like, that's his whole thing. And his house that he bought, $7 million. His music video he just made, I can guarantee you that's more than $500,000 to me.
Okay, backtracking a little bit to when you said your sweater was pilling. Do you know Super Sam stuff?
Yeah.
He posted on... I think me too. I don't remember.
No, you weren't there that year.
No, I think I met him the year before, because I think he was on young YouTube, little YouTubers. I don't know.
He had, like, a squad following him around. It was really weird.
Yeah, it's weird, because he's Hannah Witten's, what's it called? Intern. Did you know this? He's working for Hannah Witten. Do you know Hannah Witten?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
He's working for her, which
That's interesting.
I thought he was, like, a bigger creator than that. Does that mean? I don't know. No. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
I mean, that makes sense. Like,
yeah.
He's not... His views aren't that good.
I don't know. I don't really know that many people's views. But he posted on Instagram stories about, you know, Philips, the razor company? They make a razor that'll shave the pills off your sweater.
A normal razor does that.
No. Not well. This is like a
not well, thing. But like, okay.
I'm so excited because a lot of my clothes have like pills on the back. Or, like,
were you surprised that FanJoy is doing so well?
I buy nothing off FanJoy.
No, but like, for forever, like, for a while it was DFTBA that sold
it was District Lines.
And then it was District Lines. And now, like, FanJoy completely took down District Lines. And that's what it was for years.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I never liked District Lines that much, I guess. Yeah. I like DFTBA because, like, I feel like I know Hank Green a little bit and John Green.
Yeah, it's a brand you're familiar with.
It's a brand I'm familiar with, and I feel like I know the people working behind it because they do, like, those office tours, and, like, Matthew Gatos for a while ran, like, the warehouse tour, so it made me feel like they're, like, a company that I could, like, believe in and put my money in. Mm-hmm. And they would talk about, like, how their stuff was, like, at least more ethically sourced than, like, other places.
Yeah,
and I felt like District Lines was the opposite. It was like fast fashion. It was like hiking up the prices in a way that...
And it paid YouTubers a lot to be there, so it's kind of just like...
Yeah, in a way
that you put your face on a shirt. Good job, Joey.
Yeah, in a way that I don't think, like, I never felt DFTBA did that. So I only really buy YouTube merch from them, or, like, at VidCon I bought, like, District Lines had a great sale on the last day. This was 2 years ago, or maybe 3. And they had like shirts for $5 and posters for $5.
And they were good shirts too.
They were cute.
Thank you everyone for watching. This is the Conspiracy Dinks podcast. This is Katie.
Hey. Follow Lulu on Twitter.
No, please don't. Everyone follows me already. But
go subscribe to Lex
yes,
Scratcher.
Come back next time when I post this video. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Bye.